Hello, I'm the Crazy Loon, aka Jared Hodges, and this is
Hello, Coptofan7. You can also call me Gamer.
also known as Zone the Hedgehog. And this is our gaming news site, Society Talks. I think it's what we
It's
agreed
Society
on.
Talks, you got it right.
Okay. Where we're not just going to talk about gaming news. We're going to talk about random news stories that we found.
And depending on how others perceive us or how well we think it's going, it might get longer or shorter, or even just continue it. So,
And we might get a script.
a script.
All right, let's start off with the first story.
You don't like talking off
Expected parents.
Wait, you
what?
don't like talking off the top of your head?
Yes, I do. A script is easier. Let's start off with the first story now.
Oh, fine. Alright, what we got?
Expectant parents killed in New York crash. Baby born at scene.
Oh.
A young couple en route to a hospital to have their first child was killed in a car crash in New York City early Sunday, but the baby was born at the scene and survived.
Okay.
Nathan and Razy Glover, weird name, I won't lie.
I've never met someone named Razy before.
I've never met someone with the last name Glauber. Both 21 and Orthodox Jews were using a car service to go to the hospital when another vehicle crashed into the side of theirs at an intersection in the Williamsburg neighborhood of Brooklyn. Hasdick community activist and family friend Isaac Abraham said. Nathan Glauber was pronounced dead at Beth Israel Hospital while his wife died at Bellevue, the New York Post, and the Associated Press reported. Pictures of the scene were posted on Voice Eyes Neza, a news site that covers the Jewish community. The couple's son was...
So Nathan and Razy were the couple, right?
Yes.
So are they saying they died at different locations even though they're both in the same car crash?
Yes. Nathan died at the Beth Israel Hospital, and his wife died at Bellevue, the New York Post.
Oh, so she died at the crash while he actually lived to get to the hospital.
Yes.
Oh, I see. Oh, that sucks. Okay, sorry.
Just imagine the kind of damage that happened, especially to the child.
Yeah, do you think the child being a what's it called, Orthodox Jew, you think that'll have any effect on him, or? I don't know how that.
It might.
I don't know how that religion goes. So.
I don't either. I seriously should look that up sometime soon.
Yeah. Anyway, sorry.
The couple's son was delivered at the scene and was taken to a hospital in serious condition, said Abraham, who is also a neighbor of Racy Glauber's parents and lives 2 blocks from the scene of the crash. Abraham said the child is in serious condition in Beth Israel Hospital in Manhattan. Now we just pray with the child that all medical efforts keep him alive.
Wow.
Another side note, the Post reported that a BMW was involved and that it was the driver of the BMW who fled the scene at the intersection of Kent Avenue and Wilson Street.
Moral of the story, BMWs are bad.
Moral of the story, this guy, whoever crashed into the car, is going to get himself in big trouble if he gets caught. 2 people died, and the child is going to have some problems when it grows up.
Yeah.
If it even survives.
So I wonder like, you know if the child has any like foster parents or any relatives or anything, or do you think it's just going straight like to an orphanage?
Well, it did mention in the story that this guy is the neighbor of Casey Glauber's parents, so we know he has relatives.
Okay. You know, I'd hate to see that kid grow up like without like actual parents. You know.
I hate to see what that kid looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. I wouldn't want to see a picture of that either. I mean, there's a picture of the scene which actually should be in the background now, of the car crash.
Oh yeah.
But
that car took a beating.
yeah.
Also, another side note is the driver of the car. The police have not yet released information about the person who was driving.
Person who like got damage with a car wreck, or
the couple took a service car. Whoever was driving the service car, the police haven't released any information on him yet.
That's interesting.
So, it's possible that the driver lived.
Yeah, Well, I probably shouldn't share my thoughts on that. But
Yes.
that sucks though for that kid. I feel really bad.
Oh, yeah.
I feel really bad.
It was early March the 3rd, Sunday morning.
Also, this is just yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
Holy. Wow. Well, definitely if anything more comes up in this story, dude, you have to follow this.
Oh, I will.
Definitely.
At least I'll try to.
Yeah. Anyway, on a non-depressing topic. And the gaming-wise, we're all familiar, obviously, people know the Crysis franchise. You know, so there's this big review thing called Metacritic, and it's sort of like the, it's you know what a critic is, dude, right? You know.
Of course I know what a critic is.
So,
Though I've never heard of Metacritic until just yesterday.
Oh, okay. Well, basically, the Metacritic is just a site where they put their score for the games and stuff. And apparently the founder of the game, or the creator, or something for the game, didn't appreciate the score they got.
Which was?
It says here, Crytek found Civet yearly expresses his discontent with the reception of his latest game, Crysis 3, on Metacritic, which is currently sitting at a decent, but not great, 78 out of 100.
Just give him 2 more points and he'd probably be happy.
That's a 7.8 out of 10. I'd be happy if I got that.
Exactly.
I don't see what his problem is.
Probably hoping for something more around a 90 out of 100.
Yeah,
or
probably.
even 95.
And greedy people. This is in spite of the fact that the studio considers this game to be its masterpiece, even better than the original Crysis or a sequel. It is better than Crysis 2, it is better than Crysis 1, technically and creatively and storytelling, all aspects, he said in an interview. The developer says he thinks he knows why the game isn't scoring so well and blames it mostly on what he calls fatigue for the franchise. Some games have lost up to 20%, despite the fact that games are quite good still. Yearly said of other franchises, that's because there's a certain fatigue level with the old generation currently. The markets are down. Yearly says that players expecting to see major leaps in gameplay and technology are let down by what the current generation consoles can offer. I think the new generation of consoles will reinvigorate that and help elevate that again and elevate new concepts of gaming, which old platforms are right now limiting. The consoles are 8-year-old devices, of course, one way or another. They will limit you. It's not possible to be limited by a limited console by definition. It's the case. By definition, it's that case. So if it were PC only, could we have done more things? Certainly yes. We could have afforded a budget to make the game like Crysis 3 PC only. No, people have to understand that this is a journey of give and take. So.
8-year-old devices. Just put that in perspective of how old we are. We were 10 when those things came out.
Oh my! You're right. The 360 came out. Actually, the 360. I'm sure about PS3, but I know the 360 came out like a good chunk ago. I remember.
Oh yeah.
My dad had got the 360 when the original Gears of War came out, and that was I don't know what year. I think at least 5, 6 years ago. 6.
Oh yeah. Those things came out quite some time ago.
Yeah.
Just really makes the hype for the new consoles that much more exciting, huh?
Yeah. Speaking of the new consoles, like you hear what they're going to do with the they might be doing with the new consoles, how like the whole like banned on used games thing.
Yes. I've heard of that.
It's a bunch of crap, dude. Basically saying like, oh, we're gonna lock down the CDs to where you can't buy it new unless you can't buy it used.
Which really sucks for me because that's the only way I can get most games.
Used games are the best. You get them for cheap, and most of the time they're still in working condition.
Oh yeah, and sometimes they even have the save file.
Yeah. Really quick, in the article
that's
here,
for like Nintendo DS
yeah.
games. I'm thinking.
In the article here says it's called fatigue for the franchise. You know, I totally agree on that. Just for the fact, one big example was, for example, I'll go back to Gears of War again.
Oh yeah.
Was when Gears of War came out, there was a big hype for it. Gears of War 2 was really big hype. So was Gears of War 3. And you know how the next Gears of War game's coming out, right? If it's not out already. think it's coming out soon.
I actually have not heard that they were making another
Oh, well,
one.
it's a prequel. It's like Gears of War 0.
Oh, okay.
And, right? And a lot of people are like, cool, new Gears of War game, but...
There's the people who are like, oh, another Gears of War game.
Yeah, the franchise was really big when it hit, and now it's like, we're done with Gears.
We're done with Gears.
We're done with Gears. But, I think you can agree with me that, like, happened to Gears. I think even, like, Final Fantasy is getting to that point to where, people are tired of the same game.
It's actually more amazing that Final Fantasy has been around for so long. They're working on their 14th game now or something?
No, the 14th game was actually an online MMO that failed horribly.
Right. Well, they're working on some Final Fantasy game at the moment, which is putting back Kingdom Hearts 3.
Yeah. So, I don't know, dude. But then again, I could be counter-argued with Call of Duty, because they keep coming out with new COD stuff, and that's not getting old. So I don't know what to think on that.
It's not getting old. Same game over and over, still not getting old.
So, who knows? But, yeah, so I definitely agree with the whole fatigue on game franchise thing. Some stuff just gets old after a while. Even though I love, even though I love some characters from games, you can only have so much of it,
Like Pokemon.
Pokemon, yeah, I believe they should have stopped Pokemon after like the third fourth region.
Yeah, but here they are making a 6th generation.
Yeah.
Adding another 150 Pokemon, so we'll be over 700.
Jeez.
And the new starters, I've seen them. Not impressed.
Yeah, they look weird.
The only one that looks okay to me would be the grass one. I think I can't think of its name, but the water one is the weirdest thing I've ever seen.
That's the turtle-looking thing, right? No.
That's not a turtle. That's a toad.
Wait, that's that one Pokemon from Unova. Right. Right. Yeah. I don't know, dude. Well, that's about our time. So.
Okay.
Any final thoughts?
We got a subject.
Yeah, we did. It happens though. Any final words before we go?
Let the insanity be with you.
Sure. Anyway, guys, I think that'll just cut for our pilot episode. If anyone comments, let us know what you think, and we'll take that into perspective, whatever you want to call it, advice, and we'll see you next time. Bye.
Bye.